Greetings, my Israelite brothers and sisters, adopted, grafted, heirs, joint heirs, all of the sons and daughters of Noah on this side of the flood, which is everybody. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button here or there someplace. I want to do this short video talking about the authenticity of the Bible. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because a lot of people have sent me emails going through what they're dealing with the younger generation, the 18 to 35 group. And when they give them the word and the knowledge coming from the King James Version Bible, they're not putting any validity in the Bible. A lot of them are saying that they're quoting sources and individuals from social media that says that the Bible was written by men, and they left out the inspired by God part, but it's just written by men, and it is a tool for slavery and a tool to keep people down. So when they come with individuals and showing them who we are, showing them that we must keep the Sabbath, the feast days, and all of the other things that the Almighty wants us to do, they feel that that generation, that age group is telling them, well, the Bible's not real and what have you. So I wanted to touch up on that to give you some information, what I feel would be some recommendations that you can do to offset some of that and to show them the authenticity of the Bible. Number one, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Let me tell you about the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls are found. You can tell people to go look in the encyclopedia, go online and look at the encyclopedia and get information on what we call the Dead Sea Scrolls. Among that was the books pertaining to the prophet Daniel. So therefore, Daniel is a book, when you look at when the Dead Scrolls were found, how long those, how old those books are, and the fact that the book of Daniel, the prophet of Daniel, his writings are there, along with the prophecies, you can see how long ago that book was put together. Daniel concurs with a lot of the other prophets, Zechariah, Jeremiah, Isaiah, even the book of Revelations. So when you look at that book in and of itself, Daniel talks about Nebuchadnezzar's dream. In the World Encyclopedia, you'll find that Nebuchadnezzar did exist. You'll find that Cyrus the Persian did exist. You'll find Alexander the Great did exist. And you'll find that the fact that in that chronological order, according to world history, Daniel prophesied that there would be 4 kingdoms that comes up from the earth. And he names them in their chronological order according to the era and the periods of their times. And you can read Daniel 7th, 8th chapter and look at what Daniel got in a dream. Also compare that to Nebuchadnezzar's dream. Nebuchadnezzar's statue only had 4 parts, and he was told that these are 4 kingdoms of the earth. Daniel only saw 4 beasts, which were 4 kingdoms of the earth, and Daniel was given the names of those kingdoms. So I say that to say that if you put that information together and be prepared to have a quick little snippet of each one of those orders of kingdoms and how one succeeded the other. Again, you can read that in any World Encyclopedia, Groller's World History Encyclopedia. You can get that information right offline. So Daniel, when he was given that dream, the Most High gave him which kingdoms would come and who would succeed the other, including the fact of how long they lasted, who came up after them, the manner in which they came. So that's how you understand prophecy when you read the Bible in the book. You can also look at other things pertaining to the Messiah and how he would be crucified, and what's documented and how it actually took place according to the way the prophets said it. So remember, the Bible was written by men who were inspired by God. This Bible, this book, is the most powerful book on earth, because it is a book that not only tells history and past about Israel, it also tells you what's going to happen in the future. Think about it. Go back to when, let's say the 60s, the 70s, when you would be in church or you would be reading the Bible, and it said the last days would be likened to Sodom and Gomorrah. And then when you would read the way Sodom and Gomorrah was, how Lot was trying to get the men who were coming after the male angels, the men angels. And when they were coming after them, he tried to give them his daughters so that the men would not want the men in a sexual way. They refused his daughters because they had an attraction for the men. Men have an attraction for the men. So back in the 60s or 70s, if you were ever told, when you read that the last days would be like that, you could not fathom in your mind a time period being like that. But here we are. We're living before biblical prophecy, right before our very eyes. So the Bible is authentic. The Bible is true. The Bible is real. You just have to make the Bible come alive. You need to show prophecy and when it was stated and where we are today. And just remember, we've always had wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes in diverse places. The Almighty says that's not it. You're going to always have that. These are just the beginning of the end. But when you shall see the abomination of the desolation spoken by the prophet Daniel standing in the holy place, and the holy place is Jerusalem, you're going to see politically, and it's already unfolding with the embassy being there. It's already unfolding when the Pope is establishing a relationship with the Prime Minister and all of that in Israel. So you're getting ready to see some more biblical prophecy. So I just wanted to leave that with you. Peace and love you all.